Hello everyone, consider this an extra video and I do apologise that it is a bit, impromptu. I want to talk about WWE and some recent news that has come to light concerning Vince McMahon, but for this we're going to go back slightly, because we've had Paul Levesque aka Triple H stepping away because of health reasons. Everything he built, destroyed, taken away, and those that worked under him, for him, that he championed being essentially fired or buried, which is why many people believe he should be given the role of CEO and Paul Heyman, the creative director of sorts. You had Shane McMahon overbooking himself to make himself look like the single greatest thing to ever happen to wrestling ever, which caused him to get yeeted as well. You had Stephanie McMahon announce that she was taking a leave of absence back in mid-May of this year because she wanted to focus on her family, which others have also pointed out is because she doesn't get on with people higher up the ladder. Hardly a surprise, I guess. It is after all the WWE. It is widely believed the executive that she does not get along with in question is Kevin Dunn. Well, let's skip ahead to a more recent issue that has arisen, because this caused Vince to trend, this caused Triple H to trend, and this was sent to me by a number of people, so that's why it's here on a Megon too. Allegations have come to light, which has in turn led to the board of the WWE to launch an investigation into allegations that Vince McMahon offered a $3 million settlement to a former female employee with whom he had had an affair. Now I know some will now say, but what about Linda McMahon? The two of them haven't lived together for years, and the only reason they haven't gotten divorced is because it would cost too much and would make both of them lose a considerable amount of power. To go back to Vince McMahon, he is not the only person to have accusations levied at him. The other is John Laurinaitis, who is under investigation for alleged misconduct. And just because I want to insert another comment, when people say Vince McMahon cheated on Linda and act surprised, it is akin to that of people who thought when Prince Philip was alive, he wasn't racist. Are you mental? Understandably, there are very few optics in current year that can ever play in Vince's favour. He is a renowned workaholic and gym rat even at his age. So what is Vince McMahon going to do while he is investigated? Well, Vince McMahon has said that he is going to voluntarily step back from his responsibilities as WWE CEO and chairman. So what does this mean for the WWE? Quite simply, Stephanie McMahon is going to come back to the WWE and assume the role of interim CEO and interim chairwoman. But there's more. First of all, let's just point out those roles are lipstick roles. They account for nothing and mean nothing really. Vince retains his role and responsibilities related to WWE's creative content during the investigation, and he also remains committed to cooperating with the review underway. In a statement, Vince McMahon has said, "I have pledged my complete cooperation to the investigation by the special committee, and I will do everything possible to support the investigation. I have also pledged to accept the findings and outcome of the investigation, whatever they are." Anyone want to cry foul now? Because this doesn't look right, does it? He's still a part of very key and important aspects of the business. Bits I really wish he wasn't, because I'm sick of Roman Reigns. Add to that Vince McMahon is actually going to appear on SmackDown tonight anyway, which can go one of many ways really. Either he's going to confirm what has been said and indicate that he will cooperate with this, come out and say behavior like this is unacceptable, refute it and do what I fully expect, and that's smear the person that is being making the allegations against him, or pass on an on-screen authority role to his daughter, who'll have to then come back to being an on-screen role, all of which are likely, aren't they? Stephanie has said, "I love this company and I'm committed to working with the independent directors to strengthen our culture and our company. It is extremely important to me that we have a safe and collaborative workplace. I have committed to doing everything in my power to help the special committee complete its work, including marshalling the cooperation of the entire company to assist in the completion of the investigation and to implement its findings. WWE and its board of directors take all allegations of misconduct very seriously. The independent directors of the board engaged independent legal counsel to assist them with the independent review. In addition, the special committee and the WWE will work with an independent third party to conduct a comprehensive review of the company's compliance program, HR function, and overall culture." So how did this all actually come to light? The WWE board members first learned of this settlement offer through a series of anonymous emails that they had received from an individual claiming to be a friend of the former employee. The board's investigation uncovered other settlement agreements involving Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis. Allegedly, this woman was hired as a paralegal in 2019, and the relationship was consensual, and that the executive used his personal funds to pay the settlements. I'm somewhat surprised that Vince did anything like that. His company turned over $1 billion in revenue last year, and they still got rid of Bray Wyatt. But it's okay, everyone, he kept Goldberg, a company that championed a women's revolution and buried him at the same time, a company that renamed tag teams and buried them as well, took legitimate talent and buried them because Roman Reigns is the new Hulkamania. It's Roman Mania, everyone, and he may well be fucking off soon anyway. Vince's hard-on for muscles almost had me at odds with the allegations, because I had thought perhaps if he'd hooked up with anyone, it would be a bodybuilder, because he really does like his muscles. But thankfully I came to my senses when I remembered it's Vince McMahon. Is any of this a surprise? I am keen to see the outcome of this investigation, and if Vince is found to have done anything wrong, what would happen next. And as a final thing, Stephanie McMahon, when you put out a statement, please don't use the word independent so much. Your statement felt like an overuse of the word, which rendered the word moot. Just a small detail. Oh, and I know many people have ignored Johnny Ace being involved here. It's because no one cares. They care about Vince, because watching the McMahons fall apart is absolutely scrumdiddlyumptious to us.